Juan with Bay Hauling. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, Lee. How are you?
Doing great. Glad to have you on the show. This is Lee Godbold with Junk Removal Authority, where we help junk removal business owners make more money and live a better life. Juan with Bay Hauling's got an amazing business going on. I want to let him kind of tell you a little bit about his company, and then we're going to talk about JUNKCON last year. He was here for all every day of JUNKCON last year. I actually got in a little bit early. Was able to meet with him before the event and then had a great time at the event. And of course, this year is going to be much larger. So before we get into JUNKCON related stuff, Juan, if you don't mind, just tell us a little bit about your junk removal business.
Yeah, sure. So 2019, we got our first new truck. That's when we turned it to LLC. Finally got a new truck after messing around with a bunch of used ones and having a real grimy operation. But in 2019, we made that switch. We flipped the switch and bought a new truck. We started working with JRA in 2020. And you guys have helped us develop a pretty nice operation. Now we've got 7 trucks. We're fully staffed. Got a nice warehouse, and we got the ball rolling pretty good now.
Yeah, it's been amazing seeing you build your company up in such a short period of time. So, real inspirational guy, very motivated guy, got a lot going on. So it's awesome to work with you and see your success.
Appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, always trying to flip the page, do something different. And, junk removal's my vehicle for it as of right now. So I'm very lucky to have been worked with you guys and had gotten all the knowledge that you guys have and helped me put it together.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that. So, did when you came to JUNKCON last year, were there some things that you were able to implement in your business that you think made an impact?
Yeah, definitely. We are always learning new stuff. Got around some really good guys and fed off of them a little bit. Some of the breakout rooms and the information that we got there, I actually got a chance to implement a lot of that. In particular, some of the truck-based marketing. The lesson that Sam Schick had about how to just produce some more work and how you want your guys to treat customers and so you always think you know everything going in, and you'd be surprised how many gems you pick up along the way.
Yeah, I think the people that are going to attend this event, they're going to come from all different stages in their business. But no matter if somebody's been in the business for 10 years or 15 years, if they have a $5 or $10 million business, there's probably going to be one or two things they're going to pick up on. And then the guys that have not been in it long at all, or maybe aren't even in it yet, there's going to be a tremendous amount of value and different things for them to pick out of it. So it's great that you were able to find something having an already established business that you were able to implement. I know Sam always kind of brings out some random gems here and there that you're really able to implement. And he's very, very thorough on the customer experience side, really training your crews how to properly estimate jobs, deal with objections, and ultimately close the sale and get it at a larger fee than what you would have without using some of those methods.
Yeah, it was interesting to see, meeting different guys, how everyone's approach is different, as far as like operations, but even just the way that they conduct their business. Definitely met a couple of guys that are getting started, just barely using some of the JRA services, but truck owner operator and truck and trailer. And it was great to see some of those guys being motivated. I told them how much ahead of the game they are. At their point in my business, I wasn't doing nearly what they are. Then I even met some guys that are quitting their 200,000 a year salary jobs and going all in, buying business packages, and they're asking me for advice. I'm like, what can I tell you? But it was great just being all the different people and different levels of the industry.
Very good. And you mentioned giving some advice there and some of the people that you talked with. You were on the panel last year at JUNKCON. Kind of tell us a little bit about that experience, if you don't mind.
Yeah, just a real humbling experience. Some of those other guys that were on the panel with me are real superstars in the industry, and just to kind of be able to share the mic with them, and being able to give my input was a great experience. Again, I met guys who have operations 3 times the size of mine, and I felt like maybe they should have been on the panel instead of me, but again, it was just a real humbling experience, and definitely learned a lot from the other guys as well.
Yeah. And, this year we've got, there's a, the charge for the JUNKCON tickets at $495 this year. So it's a more expensive ticket. It's not an extremely expensive ticket in terms of conferences, but it's not a cheap one either. Some of the guys, some people just need some justification as to why this event is going to be worth $495. And, we're bringing in a lot more speakers than last year. We've got a lot more guys within the industry as well as some other business professionals. We are close to making a pretty huge announcement within what we anticipate the next month or so on a speaker that's going to provide a ton of value, a general business speaker. But why is a ticket to JUNKCON worth? Why it would be worth $495 to somebody to come down, and plus they've got to buy an airline ticket and buy the hotel room and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're going to do a lot of great networking. I mean, once I left JUNKCON, I had all these great connections. I mean, I've gotten referrals from other guys on other side from other sides of the country. Working with property management companies that work state to state. And I've gotten some really good connections. I definitely made my money back from last year, but the real value is just going to be the other people that you meet there and the advice that you're going to get from them. Some of these guys are really creative about the way that they market. And so you're definitely going to pick up a lot of stuff. I know some of the best stuff that happened with me is just, again, the conversations in the lobby. After one of the events, I caught Sam Schick in the hotel lobby, and I got a high level 30-minute consultation, and all it cost me was a cocktail. So, normally we're talking about thousands of bucks just setting up a quick phone call with him. So you're gonna get your money back, 2-3 times easily.
Very good. Is there anything else that you think somebody should know about the conference, about this event, or about the junk removal business in general?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think everybody's going to leave with something they can use. Some of these guys that are on the edge about potentially using some services that they feel their company is not ready for, whether it's like workies or the telematics, or even buying a new truck. Maybe they're still operating a truck and trailer. They're going to get to see one of the JRA trucks there. They're going to get to talk to people from workies. Hopefully, I don't know if it's Blue Arrow that's going to be there with the telematics, but definitely going to give people a chance to see it. We talk about it so much, and I endorse some of these services, but it's nothing like hearing it, straight from them and having them be able to show, how powerful their products are. So, yeah, I definitely feel whoever's not there is going to be really missing out.
Yeah, the exhibit, we didn't mention the exhibitors and vendors before, and you just hit on that. But the fact that there's going to be 10 to 15 industry related exhibitors and vendors, from a payroll company to Workies. Workies is putting on its Workies Presents JUNKCON 2022. So you're scheduling and dispatch software through Workies to a telematics provider. There's even going to be a company there that's going to be talking about, if you're ever interested in flipping homes, residential real estate flipping homes, there's going to be a vendor there that's going to be talking about that, because there's a lot of junk removal guys that are very much interested in flipping homes. So handful of other companies. There's going to be a company there that specializes in accounting for service businesses and junk removal businesses. They're adding that as a service vertical. They're working with us to make sure that's kind of developed, so people's books are really in line. And instead of just having to talk on the phone on somebody or do a Zoom call or whatever, you actually get to physically meet them in person. And the conversations and what you can really glean from that in-person meeting is worth a ton as well. So it's not just the information, it's not just the networking, but it's also the fact you can see a truck, touch a truck. You really kind of begin to visualize what your company could look like when you have a new truck, or when you're using these other services, or when it grows. And the motivation, a lot of entrepreneurs just face self-doubt all the time. So when you can actually get around hundreds of other successful junk removal business owners and be like, heck, I talked to that guy for a while. He's not that much smarter than I am, or any smarter than I am, or whatever. Yet look at what he's doing and what I'm doing. It provides just a little bit of a push, and it gives you some assurances that, hey, this can be done. And there's nothing better than an in-person meeting, and to be exposed to that in person rather than just reading about it online or watching a YouTube video.
Yeah, absolutely. And also on that note, it was great to finally meet the JRA staff and put some faces to the names. And you got a great team out there. You guys really put a great thing together last year, and I'm just excited about this year because I know it's going to be so much bigger.
Yeah, it's not even gonna be close, man. It's gonna be amazing this year. So, all right, well, Juan, I appreciate your time this afternoon. Really look forward to seeing you back here in October. Always a pleasure to speak with you, and looking forward to seeing what you're gonna do between now and then.
Yes, sir. My pleasure. Have a good one, Lee.
All right, see you, Juan. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, sir. Well, we'll talk soon.
All right, guys, that was Juan from Bay Hauling in the Bay Area of California. Just got an absolutely amazing business going on, and he will be at JUNKCON 22. He is going to be, he's somebody that always wants to share information. It's a great person to talk with. So when you get here to JUNKCON 22, make sure you strike up a conversation with Juan, because you're going to get some amazing, great information. And it's going to be really, really valuable for you. So if you're interested in going to JUNKCON 2022, all you need to do is in the description of this video, there is a link to head over to junkcon.com. You can purchase tickets directly off of junkcon.com. There's a lot of other great information on the website, some schedules. As speakers are announced, they will appear. We've got another speaker announcement coming up tomorrow on April 29th. Big major speaker announcement. This is not a guy, he's extremely successful in the junk removal business, and he's not somebody that participates in social media forums or on YouTube. So many of you are probably aware of him because he's with a very large company. It's an independent owned company, not a franchise, but he's going to be teaching some great stuff at JUNKCON 22, going to be a great speaker, going to be providing a lot of value for all attendees, including me, and really looking forward to putting on this event. So click on the link in the description. You need to be there. I can promise you that ticket price of $495, Juan said 2 or 3 times. I think you're going to get 10 times plus the value of that ticket. Look forward to seeing you in Raleigh, North Carolina, October 12th through 14th, 2022 for JUNKCON 2022.